जब तक बाकी रिकॉर्डिंग विल स्टॉप।
6 हो जाएगा, 6 लास्ट के 6 डिजिट
सर आपका आवाज
जैना बेलवती, सतीश हेगड़े, निकिता बंजारी, श्रीका।
Good afternoon, Karan sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Jagjeevan. Good afternoon, Dr. Meena. It's good to have you all today for this session. And shortly, our moderator Nikita would start the session. The session would take us to the next level of understanding how web tools could be used by researchers for more enhancement of their project.
Karanji, initial opening remarks will be given by PVC sir. Then
Correct,
she can take the proceedings further.
Correct, sir.
So sir will speak for 5 minutes or so, and then we will start the session.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
इधर लेना, जैसे कि बोलूंगा तो फोटो अपने आप आ जाएगा।
हाँ आ जाएगा सर, आप बोल दीजिए।
We can start, sir. We are on time. We can start.
देखो सभी को नमस्ते। इस वेबिनार के समन्वयक डॉक्टर बीके जगजीवन जी, पुस्तकालय अध्यक्ष I.G.N.O.U, सह समन्वयक डॉक्टर सीमा चांडक जी, कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर SN इमाम जी, श्री जैना बेलावती, फाउंडर के CEO डिलीविट जैना बेलावाडी जी, सतीश हेगड़े जी, हेड ऑफ ग्रोथ, तो अच्छा, जो ग्रामर संबंधी मिस्टेकें आती हैं उन्हें भी शोधकर्ता ज्यादा गंभीरता से नहीं लेते, और आज के समय में शोध को सार्थक बनाने के लिए उसमें वैज्ञानिक तकनीक का प्रयोग बहुत जरूरी है और नैतिक मूल्यों का भी उसमें समावेश होना चाहिए। ये भी आज की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि जब तक हम उसमें नैतिक मूल्यों का समावेश नहीं करेंगे और उसमें सटीकता, पारदर्शिता, वैज्ञानिक उदाहरण और दूसरे पक्षों को नहीं लेंगे, तब तक उसकी सार्थकता समझ से परे है। और इसलिए आने वाले समय में ये उपकरण जो आपने विकसित किया है, डिलीविट, जो एक साहित्यिक चोरी का पता लगाने में सहायक होगा, और पुस्तकालयों में जब हम शोध को संग्रहित करते हैं और शोध केंद्रों पर उसका चेकिंग की जाती है तो उसमें ये लाभकारी साबित होगा। लैंग्वेज भी, भाषा जो अंग्रेजी भाषा है उसमें लैब है, उसमें भी हम ग्रामीण जो ग्रामेटिकली अशुद्धियां हैं उनको हम ठीक कर सकेंगे। और इसलिए मैं जैना बेलावती और श्री सतीश हेगड़े जी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं कि उन्होंने इस दिशा में एक अच्छा प्रयोग किया है, और आने वाले समय में ये शोध के क्षेत्र में मील का पत्थर साबित होंगे और शोध को अच्छी तरह से बढ़ाने में सहयोग करेंगे। तो मैं एक बार सभी को पुनः शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और इस वेबिनार को आरंभ करने की अनुमति देता हूं।
धन्यवाद सर, धन्यवाद। आपके शब्दों के लिए धन्यवाद। और इसी के साथ हम वेबिनार शुरू करते हैं। Firstly, I will start with sharing my presentation. And meanwhile, we will also wait for more participation. Yes, doing it in presentation mode. To brief you about this webinar today on web tools for researcher, thank you so much for Indira Gandhi National Open University for giving us this platform to speak on the most required times like now. Two products are very much required. They will build the fundamentals in scientific writing. We will be talking about drill bit and LangQuil. I am Dr. Nikita Vanjali. I have done my PhD from Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai. I accomplished my PhD in the year 2020. And after that, I started my career in scientific publication. These are our objectives for today's webinar. Firstly, we will have an overview of our Balani Infotech exclusive products. Today, the two products that we are going to highlight are drill bit and LangQuil. How this product will help us to effectively write a scientific or in scientific communication, how these two products will be impactful. We will talk about that. Web tools that are present in your library, how they make an impact. We will also discuss on that, and how to stay connected for any question and queries. Firstly, a quick overview on us. We are coming from Balani Group. We are exclusive, one of the leading e-resource provider to academia. We collaborate and partner with different publishers across India, and that's how we have 50,000 plus happy clients and 60 plus connections with the publishers we have made up till now, and we are growing. This trust has helped us stay in the business for 30 plus years. We started with Aditya Books in the year 1987, and thereafter Balani Infotech and I.G.N.O.U. That started in the year 2001 and 2007, and we provide exclusive e-resource to academia and corporate. These are the tools, these are the web tools that we are talking about. Drill bit, the most affordable plagiarism detection web tool. Second, LangQuil, one-stop made in India solution to master English language. And with this image, you can see there are two images. With this table, you can see there are two images that emphasize on why this is required at current stage. You can see in 2011, the graph, I have taken this from Web of Science Academy. From that course, I have taken this. You can see how much plagiarism has evolved, and it is growing. Why? Because of the e-resources. In one click, we are exposed to so much of e-resources. Plagiarism is increasing year by year, day by day in times like now. In 1981, when people used to write theses through typewriter, that time, very rare chances. But yes, it was there, but nobody was claiming it. Depending upon the tier of colleges, English language comes in picture. You can see in tier 1 colleges, good English communication exists. But as tier 2, tier 3, there is the problem of English language. First of all, why we require these tools, why are they important? They are important for scientific writing. Let me emphasize on this. It is said that penicillin could be discovered decades earlier. When was penicillin discovered? In the year 1928. But it is said that penicillin could be discovered before that. If the work of the scientist Ernest Donchons in 1897 could be communicated. If that data was there, communicated, then penicillin could be discovered way earlier. And this stands true for all the scientific knowledge. We do research to communicate our novel research idea. That is why we are doing our research. And in scientific writing, it is a very tough process. Writing a paper, a very tough process. What is the main requirement of it? The major requirement of writing a paper is having a novel research idea. Once you have a novel research idea, yet there are some problems that we all face. And we are here to encounter those problems. Firstly, we should write a novel research idea accurately, transparently, and having the ethical guidelines in our mind. And that's how we will communicate. But yet when we are writing, we encounter certain problems. We encounter a fundament that will help you in effectively spreading. That is where drill bit and Lanquil comes into picture. Now this slide is talking about effective scientific writing. I have taken this image and I have given this reference because I have not created this image. So I have given this reference. First of all, is writing very easy? I am a very good scientist. I have a very novel idea. I can get a patent on that idea. Yet, when I sit for writing, we have to do it effectively and clearly. And tools like Drillbit and Lanquil will help you in that. Moving ahead, how do we communicate in science? We communicate through different forms like theses, poster presentation, and when we are writing, we write in this format: review article, theses, original research, case studies, methodology. Now, press academic, depending upon the publication, like Press Academy, they have different forms of scientific communication. Depending upon that, you can communicate. But it boils down to one major thing: your idea, whatever you are communicating in science, has to be novel. It has to have certain impact for economical impact, political impact, social impact. That is why to solve the problem that exists, to solve that. But once we have that idea, we want to gather the attention of the readers. We want to gather the attention of the policymakers. How we will do that? If we are writing our paper effectively and efficiently. And these tools really help in that. So these are the various ways one can communicate in scientific writing. Now, can everybody become a good writer? Ask yourself this question. Is writing an inborn talent? No, one must practice writing a paper. I am sure once you write your thesis first draft, you kind of do the revision. And when you have that final draft ready, that is the best, even after publishing 10 years back, you go and look at your paper. 10 years of experience, you feel I could have written this paper with this editing, that editing. That will always happen. And these tools help you in that. Now, this is the peer review process. Times like now, when so much of data is available online, will it be justice if all the papers that we submit get accepted? No. It will hamper scientific information that we are spreading. There has to be peer review process. Once we find a research idea, we write a paper with the help of our guide. We have something to communicate. That is the prerequisite requirement. Once you have written your paper, it will go to the editor of the publication. You submit your paper. Once it reaches to the editor, that is the first place where your paper will be reviewed. The editor will review your paper. Is the paper, firstly, the things that will going in his mind, is the paper suitable for my journal or not? That is the first question. Is the concept suitable or not? After that, what the editor looks for is the paper plagiarized or not. He will put in the plagiarism detection tool, and if it is plagiarized, rejected. After plagiarism, if you have written plagiarism proof, the next step of checking the paper through editor is this paper written in a good English language or not? If it has poor English language, the editor will say, it will revert back to you saying, please write in a proper English language and then send it back. So that kind of situation happens. Approved by editor, then it goes to the reviewers for reviewing. And again, the fate of the paper is not decided. Now the reviewer will look at the paper scientifically, technical wise, accepted, not accepted. Then again, that depends. Even after this, there are chances of rejection. It depends upon the reviewer. Once you have written your paper, referencing to, because I said plagiarism is something that editors are going to take very seriously. So referencing is very important. How to do referencing? These are the different styles of referencing, where American Psychological Association, APA, is the most common style of referencing. Whenever you write an article or thesis, referencing we do to safeguard yourself that we are referring this work from somewhere. What does reference mean? Reference means that we are sharing this information, that we have taken reference from this author, published in this date, this item, title, all this information comes in referencing. And these are the different styles: MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, and Vancouver. You can see there are different authors during referencing. What does that mean? In one paper, as we talked, it's writing a paper is art. It's a real art, and first revision keeps that art getting better. So you have to really revise your paper to make it better. These many authors have combined. Now one author can work on concept, other on sample, third on data, fourth on writing. Together, you write a scientific paper. And what does that mean? It means you're scientifically contributing to the scientific community. And you have to do that because your work will be there in the public domain forever. That's why you have to do it with accuracy and integrity. And that is where web tools like plagiarism web tools like Drillbit and Langwill come into the picture. Moving ahead. Web tools for your organization. We are here. Now I have with me Mr. Jayana and Mr. Satish, who will walk us through this plagiarism detection web tool in detail. But let me tell you about them. Drillbit. Plagiarism is most common offense. It's a buzzword. We all know about it. But still, let me tell you, it's very common. It's very unethical practice and very common practice. And Drillbit is a solution to that. Now, why in academics it's very important? As research scientists, we are considered at highest degree and respect. And if something like unethical, like plagiarism comes into picture, it hampers the scientific community. We have to uphold the respect. And that is why checking our paper through Drillbit is prerequisite. It's mandatory. And heavily borrowing. Let's see what plagiarism is. Not giving somebody from where you are referencing, not giving them citation, not counting them in your referencing list, plagiarism. At the same time, Drillbit helps you making your paper, article, thesis plagiarism proof. This is made in India product, made for India product, and most affordable product. And made for India, that is why 100 languages it covers. It is leveraging on latest AI and machinery. Now, freely available softwares are available, but do not use that. Drillbit, a subscription-based software, will only give you the result because it is dependent upon, it has latest AI and machine learning technologies. At the same time, we have 40 million in such 5 years. We have scanned 40 million pages, 27 plus it's adding year after year, 27,000 global user and happy clients. Whoever uses Drillbit are happy. Plagiarism, from where it started, it entered into dictionary in 1621. At that time, it meant kidnapping. Now, let me give you a clarity on plagiarism. How this detection web tool works, they check for they check on certain aspects. Plagiarism or self-plagiarism, it's unethical, as we talked about. It started means kidnapping, but in science and academics, kidnapping of word, recycling of text, kidnapping of text duplication, self-plagiarism, recycling data, that all means plagiarism. Now, this tool will not be able to calculate that is the idea plagiarized or not. We have to do the research very ethical. But if you feel that let me just manipulate my paper and I will safeguard myself, no. If that happens, your paper gets retracted. If somebody finds out your idea is plagiarized, it will get retracted and it will appear like this in the public in the form of retracted papers. So do not copy somebody's idea. Once you put your paper in plagiarism detection web tool, the content is very important, from which your paper will get checked and you will get a report. These are the content. Once you upload your paper in Drillbit software, 91 billion pages content coverage we have, 13K theses and dissertation repositories we have. We are associated with 12K publishers and 80K journals. That is why when you upload your thesis and article on Drillbit, you will get a trusted report because it goes through so much of content. Recently, InfliBet theses, 35,000 plus regional language theses are also covered in Drillbit repositories. www.drillbitplagiarism.com is our website. These are the features through which Mr. Jaina will take us through in detail, but features are very important to make or break a product. These features are helping this product grow more day by day. Classroom management, folder management, the repository concept, to the real-time check, everything is updated at real time. It has exclusions according to the UGC policy. At the same time, language, our USP, 100 language it covers. Detection of hidden or replaced characters it does, and gives you feedback and grading concept. On this feature of it, you can rectify your paper, and after rectification, you can send it to publication. You get a customized digital receipt. Moving ahead, about language. As I said, once the paper goes to the editor, you get a response. This paper has poor English. Now, on getting that response, you might feel demotivated or discouraged. Do not do that. If the editor tells you that your paper needs grammar correction and work on your English language and then resend, it means that the editor is interested in your research idea. Just take help of Language software, rectify your paper, and then submit to the editor. I am sure the chances of acceptance will increase. Again, Language is online language lab. It helps you to learn in the process. It is different than any other tool because it helps you learn, not just corrects your paper, but helps you learn in the process. Again, made for India, made in India product. It gives you certification, has my library feature, and supports native Indian languages as well. It is one-stop solution for your English language, be it learning, speaking, reading, or writing skills. Every skill of English will be helped through the Lanquill software. These are amazing features of Lanquill, and lanquill.com is the website for it. Now again, real-time grammar analysis check. This is something, if you upload on this feature, the grammar will help, the grammar of your paper will be corrected, and at the same time you will learn in the process. Definitely once you do, you will understand how you will learn in the process. These are the amazing features of Lanquill. Of course, to get the certification, you need to have subscription and your organization must be subscribed to it. Again, Mr. Satish will take us through this, all the amazing features of Lanquill in detail. As an individual, there is an amazing in English enthusiast that is hidden in me, and Lanquill also, satisfies that. I will tell you how. This is how it happens, but before that, get certified, speak with confidence. Of course, if you are investing so much, that certification will only add value to your learning. So get certified, speak with confidence, enhance your comprehension. It's not about just writing. English is all about communication as well. So not only writing, it will help you communicate better in your day-to-day life. Be it poster presentation or be it communicating your research idea every day or talking to your peers in academia or corporate. Lanquill will help you in that because English is none of us our first language. So again, I am sure if we regularly speak English, we will be very fluent in that, but we do not do that. We do not talk to our parents in English. And that is where Lanquill will help you in overcoming all those problems of English. Pick right words, communicate effectively, build your brand with impeccable grammar, avoid any sort of understanding, and you can do that from anywhere and anytime. It is also been recognized and recommended by NEET and AICTE. These are amazing features. Of course, subscription based on one particular platform, lanquill.com resources on this platform. Please, I will request everybody to go there. If you have this hunger or just brushing up your skills, you will type this individually, adjective on Google, and then everything related to adjective will come up. But on this platform of Lanquill, on this resources, just go click adjective. A web page will open up containing every information about adjective. And in a very brief, in a very short time, now you will understand all these aspects of English just for brushing up. Again, adverb. You will click, a web page will open up about adverb. After answering certain questions, that is how you will get certification. Subscription based. Without subscription, you can go right now on lanquill.com resources, click adjective and learn about adjective. It's very easy and very brief. In very small time, you can do that. So these are the certifications, 7 levels of certification in Lanquill, made according to common European framework of references for language. And this certification, after passing all the tests, you will get certificate, which is in this format. This is a certificate from Lanquill that will help learning, speaking, reading, writing skills, grammar and vocabulary all at one place, made in India product, and very briefly and effectively. Stay connected with Balani Infotech. Follow us on social media. This is my email ID. I will also type in chat box for any questions and queries. And if there are any questions, we are going to take those towards the end of the session because we have 2 peers from the product line, Mr. Jayana and Mr. Satish, who are here to answer, who is best to answer your queries than them. So we will start with Mr. Jayana. Kindly continue and start with your session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nikita. Good afternoon, all of you. Thank you, I.G.N.O.U team, for giving us an opportunity to present Drillbit plagiarism tool. Let me share my screen. So can we see the screen?
Yes, yes, the screen is fine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This is the Drillbit plagiarism.com website. Drillbit is a plagiarism tool. It supports English as well as regional languages plagiarism check. The students or authors can check plagiarism in English, Hindi, Sanskrit, Urdu, Malayalam, all the regional languages of India, Drillbit supports. This is the cloud-based application. When I say cloud-based application, it can be accessed from anywhere, anytime, on any device. Drillbit creates the user ID and password. It works like a Gmail. So if you have an user ID password, you can access it from anywhere on any time. So here, once you get the user ID password from Drillbit, click on the Get Started. Before that, you can go to Support page on the website. Here you find some questions are answered. Frequently asked questions are answered here. And then here we have an API for the integrations, and we have user guides. So users, if they want to explore the plagiarism tool, if they want any help, they can download the user manuals and they can learn the Drillbit tool. So click on the Get Started. After getting the user ID and password, just enter the user ID and password. Click on Sign In. This is the plagiarism tool, Drillbit plagiarism tool. Here we have two roles. One is for the admin role and then user role. So this is the dashboard of the user role. They can see the statistics of the submissions and see the trend analysis about how much is the own work of the students, how much is the similar work. So here to begin with, click on the My folder. This is the first step to use the application. Create a folder. This is also similar concept like a desktop application where you have to create a folder and then upload the document for plagiarism check. So let me create a folder. Click on create folder, enter a folder name. Maybe it can be subject wise or a department wise. You can create students wise, project wise, you can create a folder. And then there are settings. These are very important settings as per UGC guidelines. Not every content to be checked in the plagiarism tool. When we are writing an article or a thesis, dissertation, any documents, not every content to be scanned in plagiarism tool. There are some exclusions as per UGC guidelines, publications guidelines. There are some exclusions. You can exclude the content which is written under the references and bibliography. So this is not a plagiarism. So you can go for exclude reference and bibliography in the plagiarism check because that is not a plagiarism. As per UGC guidelines, you can exclude the references and bibliography content and exclude quotes nothing but citations part. If any author copying any content from the published work and using in his article or a thesis, so they can give the references to the original author, credits to the original author, copied this paragraph or sentence from so and so author, and then you can write within the double inverted quotes, and that content also can be excluded in the plagiarism check, not to be considered in the plagiarism check as per the UGC guidelines. And there are small source exclude as per the UGC guidelines. Up to 14 words is not a plagiarism. This consecutive words, if the similarity words is up to 14 words, it's not a plagiarism. So you can have the plagiarism check with the 14 similarity word as per the UGC guidelines. Drillbit is designed based on the UGC guidelines, publications guidelines. And here we have a grammar check also. In the Drillbit also it is integrated Langquill for the grammar check. The students or authors, when they write any article or any thesis, dissertations, they can check the grammar mistakes and correct it before submissions. So they can go for grammar check also. And there is a exclude phrases option. As per UGC guidelines, there are some exclusions for the standard equation, standard formula, standard abbreviation, standard names like Department of Computer Science, Department of Mechanical. So these are not a plagiarism. When students use any university name, so this is not a plagiarism. So those phrases also can be excluded in the plagiarism check as per the UGC guidelines. So these are some minimum setting for plagiarism check. And there are database. When we talk about plagiarism, important part is the database part, how much data the plagiarism software covers or compare against the databases. So Drillbit covers student papers. There are theses and dissertations published in the university website or national level databases like Shodhganga repositories, Krishi Coach repositories. There are national level repositories where theses and dissertations are stored as an open access. And there are journals and publishers. As I said, there are 12,000 publisher, academic publisher covered in Drillbit. There are 80,000 journals, domain-wise, subject-wise covered in Drillbit. So though you can choose, the author or students can choose what databases should be compared. And there is the internet and web content. Drillbit covers more than 91 billions of web content from all the languages, not only English, Hindi, Sanskrit, French, German, Spanish. So we cover even the multinational languages also. And we provide institution repository. This is also very unique concept in Drillbit, where even authors or teachers can create their own repository and compare against the institution's documents, so that we can avoid duplications within the institutions. So these are the databases where you can compare your document. So click on the submit. So this is the first level. To start with Drillbit, create a folder with the proper settings. So this is a folder which was created. Click on the folder. So now we are in the submission page. So here the place to submit your document, and we support multiple file formats. We support Word, MS Word. You can submit a docs format. You can submit PDF files, and there are, if it is a course content, even UGC says that even course content also to be scanned in the plagiarism check. You can upload PPT files. You can upload Excel files, and you can upload text, HTML. So we support multiple file formats. So click on the upload file here, upload file, and you can submit the document in multiple languages, as I said. So you can select English here, click on the English, and here you can submit the document. You can upload a single document or multiple document. And Google Drive, if it is a bigger file size, you can upload from the Google Drive. If it is many files, then you can upload in the zip compressed file. So here click on the browse your file here, attach the file from your desktop. So here you can enter author name here, enter the author name, title of the document, then document type, whether you are submitting an thesis, dissertation, or article, you can choose the document type and click on submit. So this is the first step to submit the document. Now we can see here we have submitted the document for plagiarism check. This is the author name, paper title, original file which is uploaded for plagiarism check, and then language, what language we uploaded for plagiarism check, grammar check, and plagiarism check. And this is the paper ID. This is a unique ID for each submission to track the document. And we can see the submission date and time, and this is the action to delete it. You can delete once you get the result, you can delete it, or you can leave it in the software. So now you may get questions, how many pages is allowed in Drillbit? How many pages in allowed each document is allowed? Drillbit allows up to 400 pages. Each document can be up to 400 pages. It can be 1 page or 10 page. If it is a 20-page article, you can submit 80-page, 90-page project works, thesis. If it is 350, 300 pages, you can up to 400 pages. It allows for the plagiarism check. And one more criteria is the size of the file. If the bigger file size, if authors use many images, many graphs, charts in the file, if it may increase the file size. So then Drillbit allows up to 100 MB file size. The authors can submit up to 100 MB file size in Drillbit. And one more questions always authors get: when I submit a document for plagiarism check, will it be saved in the database? Will it automatically saved in the software? So what is the guarantee of authentication of the data in the software? So Drillbit is the used secured applications in the plagiarism check, and the document which are submitted for plagiarism check will not be saved anywhere. The document can be rewrite and submit many times in Drillbit, but it won't be saved anywhere. It is in the temporary memory, and this will be deleted automatically whenever the license gets expired. So document will not be saved anywhere in the databases or in the internet or in the software. So authors happily can submit the document and check the plagiarism, and they can delete the document from the software also. So now it is checking for the similarity. How much time it will take? How much time it will take to scan the document? If it is 1 to 10 page document, it takes about 1 or 2 minutes. If it is 1 to 10 page, it may take 1 or 2 minutes. If it is 10 to 100 pages, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. If it is 10 to 100 page document, it is Word, PDF, it will take 5 to 10 minutes. If it is 100 to 400 pages, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes or maximum 20 minutes. So any file we submit for plagiarism check, it may take 15 to 20 minutes. So here we have option for refresh. So whenever we submit document, we can just click on the refresh. After 1 or 2 minutes, result may get updated. So now we can see here result has been updated here. 67% is the similarity. We call it similarity or plagiarism percentage. And this is purely text based plagiarism check. We compare only text to text, no image or no charts, no graphs are compared. Only the text is compared in the plagiarism tool. So now we got the percentage. Just click on the similarity percentage to view the result. Now we got the percentage. We should see where the 67% has come, what is the content is matched, how much content is matched, how to rewrite it and resubmit. So this is the analysis page, we call it as a result page or analysis page. So left side you can see these are the list of sources, nothing but website links, publishers links or thesis and dissertation links. So we call it in technical words sources. The content is matched from particular sources. So you can see 67% is a similarity, left side is the sources and percentage from each source. You can see there are many sources highlighted in different colors, so that easy for identification. So we use color coding for easy for identification, and the percentage from each source, and here option of exclude. So here there is an option to remove some sources. If as per the guidelines, if any author's own source match it for when they published many articles before writing or submitting thesis, so there may be same content is matched for his thesis also from his own article. So then those sources can be removed from the plagiarism checks. For that we have exclude options. And this is the center part, the content which was submitted for plagiarism check. You can see the report is generated with the original format. Wherever there is a highlighted in color, different colors, this is the plagiarism content. The report is generated original format with the table, graphs, charts without changing any alignment or formatting of the document. You can see this is the plagiarism. Wherever there is a highlight in colors, this is a plagiarism. So here some top icons, useful icons. Before that, let me show these are the sources. So how do I see the content which is matched for this particular source? Just click on the source. This will navigate particular matching. So this is the content matched in the plagiarism search for this particular source. Just click on the source. This will navigate, and click on the content. It will highlight the source. So both the side there is a navigation, so that easy for analyzing the report. You can click on this content. This will highlight the particular source. And here we have the number of sources. When there is a matching in the plagiarism search, when we submit many pages like 50 page, 60 page document, same sources may match in different pages. It may match in first page, it may match in 10th page. So we can navigate, we can use this next highlight so that it will move to the next matching. Wherever there is a plagiarism content is matched, the software will navigate to the particular content. You can use the next matching. So this is how we navigate. And here the link is there for the source. When we find a plagiarism, author may ask, okay, you show me the content which is already published. The similar content is already published. So just click on this link. This will navigate to the original content or original site. You can see the content is matched from this particular source. So this is a website where author or student has copied or similar content is available in the particular source. So then here we have some useful icons. This is to send the email notification. If author or a student want to send this document to his guide or supervisor, just they can enter the email ID here and click on send. So if you click on send, this document PDF report will be generated and sent to the supervisor or guide or co-authors. So the report can be shared via email also. So there are many options to save the report. It can be shared via email, it can be shared via WhatsApp or social media. There are many options are available for sharing the document. So here we have a QR code option where users can scan the QR code by mobile. If they want to share the report via email, just they can scan the QR code and send the document via WhatsApp or other social media. And here we have option to save to repository. After checking a plagiarism, if institutions want to save the document to repository, then they can save it. Until unless they use this option, this document is not saved anywhere in the software. But it is a good option to save it to repository, because the other students may copy from the same report if they are not saving it to the repository. And here option to digital receipt. In Drillbit we have a unique feature where the students or author can print the certificate of plagiarism check. They can attach along with their hard copy of thesis submissions or a dissertation. When they're submitting it to the university, they can attach the certificate of plagiarism check. Here the university logo will come, university name, and then certificate of dissertation or thesis or article. They can attach it along with their hard copy. Here the signature also is available, so they can edit this. This is a customizable. This is for each university we can customize and print in the A4 side, A4 size paper, and attach along with their hard copy. And here we have a file information. If author want to see the file information, here there are options like how many, what is the file size, how many characters, how many words in the document, total sentences, total pages, and total lines in the document. They can get a detailed analysis of the document. Here there is a PDF report and the HTML. Reports is available in two format. One is in PDF report and one more in HTML format. So this is the PDF report generated. Before that, let me finish one more setting option. So here we have a setting option. As I said, there are some exclusions as per the UGC guidelines. Not every content to be scanned in plagiarism tool. So these are the some exclusions as we did as folder settings. Here, if I want to change the settings for only particular this file, we can change it here only. No need to go back to the folder and change the setting, then submit. No, here also we can change the setting for this file. So you can see here exclude quotes, total number of content in the quotes, total percentage of matched content, how many sources are in the quotes, and then references also. We have a total content under the references, how much similarity is found, how many sources are matched, and exclude include option. So we can change it for particular file also. So now let me go to PDF. This is a report is generated in Drillbit. You can see this is a PDF report. This is submission information. We get author name, title, paper ID, and submission date and time, number of pages, document type. Then we get similarity percentage here. And here we have a source types also. If author want to see how much content is matched in the internet, how much is matched from journals and publication, how much is matched from the student paper. So statistics is available here. And the what type of content is in the report. You can see 10% content is in the reference and bibliography. As per the standards, the quotes and references should be less than 10 to 15%. And small sources, how much is there? And here we can see some exclusions. As I said, the Drillbit report will be printed with the exclusions also. What are the excluded content in the document? Quotes excluded, references, small sources. If any sources are excluded, we printed that how much of sources is excluded, and phrases, if any phrases are excluded. And here we have a QR code also on this report so that it cannot be duplicated. Even plagiarism report can be duplicated, but we have generated with a QR code so that it cannot be duplicated. And this is the second page of the report. Here you can see the total number of percentage, how many sources are matched. Sources nothing but website links or a publisher's link or a thesis and dissertation links. And then grade. This is as per the UGC guidelines. There are 4 levels of plagiarism. If you go through the UGC guidelines 2018, as per that there are 4 levels of plagiarism: 0 to 10, 10 to 40, 40 to 60, and above 60. So as per that the grade is generated, and Drillbit strictly follows the UGC guidelines and the publishers guidelines. So these are the sources, and this is the plagiarism percentage, and this is the source type. So this is the PDF report which is generated, and here we print even excluded phrases also, because we want to know what sources are excluded or what phrases are excluded in the report. So this is the document which was uploaded for plagiarism check, student document. You can see here this is generated in the original format without changing any alignmenting or a formatting. We just highlight in different colors. Wherever there is a plagiarism, it will be highlighted in different colors. Though now, how to reduce the plagiarism percentage? Students or authors may get into the confusion that how to rewrite or resubmit. So if there are plagiarism percentage is highlighted in the document, they should consider top sources. If there are 10 sources, They should take top 2, 3 or 4 sources and try to rewrite their own words and resubmit for plagiarism check. So this is how it will be highlighted in different colors. These colors represent the sources. So this is a number 4 number source. So you can refer to the source number 4 so that you can find the original content where it is matched with the document. This is the number 1 source. So this is for the source number. So this is how the plagiarism reported and how to read the plagiarism report. Thank you so much. I would like to hand over to Mr. Satish Hegde to talk on the LangQuill part now.
Yes, thank you so much, Jana sir, for conducting this session. I would like to tell all the attendees here that Mr. Jana is the founder and CEO of Drillbit. So if you have any questions related to plagiarism or how to access this tool after this session, please connect with us. He is the best person who can answer that. And at the same time, we will start this session for LangQuill now, and Mr. Satish will may go walk us through the LangQuill. And sir, please take over the session. And Satish sir is head of growth. So again, who is the best person to ask any questions for LangQuill? So sir, please kindly proceed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you, Nikita ma'am. Thank you, I.G.N.O.U, for giving us an opportunity to showcase LangQuill. So give me a second. I'm going to share the screen. So is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So so my name is Satish Hegde, and I represent LangQuill. So the first question is, what is LangQuill? So LangQuill is an online English language lab where students can practice listening, speaking, reading, writing, and they can practice grammar, they can go for vocabulary, and then they can go for certifications. One more important thing, the students can upload their thesis reports here, and even they can make the corrections with respect to grammar, text, and style mistakes. So I would like to repeat. So what is LangQuill? So LangQuill is an online English language lab, and it has features to practice LSRW skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It has grammar, vocabulary. LangQuill has content, assessment, and certifications. So LangQuill is part of NEET platform of AICTE, and we are working with more than 500 educational institutes in India. Now I would like to answer three very important questions. One, so Mr. Satish, how LangQuill can help our students? That is the first question I would like to answer. I mean, before going explaining the platform, let me answer that question. First, your students can be more employable by practicing LSRW skills and by building English proficiency. That is a very important thing or benefit of LangQuill for your students. Now, your students can correct thesis reports or any written documents with respect to grammar, text, and style. That is the second advantage. So now, we have covered students. Of course, they can even download the certifications, English proficiency certifications, and they can add it on their CV or on LinkedIn, etc. Now, the second is how LangQuill is beneficial for faculty. Faculty can use LangQuill, especially English faculty. They can use LangQuill as a teaching tool, especially for English subject. Second thing, our faculty, they write a lot of papers and publish publications, etc. So what the faculty can do is they can upload on Language platform, upload the written document on the Language platform, and they can make corrections with respect to grammar, text, and style. Now the third very important, stakeholder is the university or the college itself or your educational institute. The very important thing is that, Language can help your educational institutes to get better NAC weightage. So number ज़्यादा लेने के लिए Language can be very, very helpful. And then, we do give co-branded certifications as well. So for branding purpose also, Language is very, very helpful for educational institutes. So now, with the help of login ID and password, I have logged in on Language platform. Now, your students will be having access for 1 complete year and unlimited access to LSRW skills, and so that they can practice, and the students can learn content, and they can go for 7 levels of certifications as well. I would like to repeat here, the students will get 1 year unlimited access so that, they can be prepared in English proficiency, they can be prepared for more employability, and then they can practice listening, speaking, reading, writing, and then they can go through content, they can take assessments, and they can go for 7 different levels of certifications. Now, I am a student of your educational institute, and I have logged in on Language platform. Now let us go to writing. So before that, what these parameters are telling me? So it is telling me that, hey Satish, you are not that good in grammar. So you are doing, comparatively, better in speaking. However, your reading skill is very poor. So this is the individual dashboard. So आपका हर एक student को एक ऐसा dashboard आएगा, because the student will log in on the platform with the help of email ID and password. Now you may ask me one question, Mr. Satish, I have 10,000 students. So whether for everyone the platform will give the same content and same results? My answer is no, because you are, say, first year BA student, his or her skills will be different from, say, computer science final year BTech students. This is an adaptive platform where AI, artificial intelligence, understands the levels of the students, skill levels of the students, and it can give content. It can give content as per the abilities of the students, so that the students can learn and they can challenge themselves and they can avail 7 levels of English certifications. Now let me directly go to writing. So I was talking about the writing function or the grammar analysis function. So especially on this writing, either you can write on the platform, or even you can speak and speak and dictate to the platform. So that facility is also there. Okay, so here you can see speak and learn. So what I can do is either I can write or I can speak to the platform so that it will convert my voice into text. Okay, so this is one of the feature. I would like to show another very important feature of this platform. Now let us assume your students has written a thesis report, or written on this platform, or he has uploaded, he or she has uploaded. Let us assume. So this is a thesis report or a project report or any written document. Okay, now what you can see is, you can see the metrics. So Satish has made 24 grammar mistakes here. So there is 1 vocabulary mistake. It covers all the subcategories. So now what happens is, being a student, if I click here, On the right hand side, you can autocorrect. That is the function of, any of the grammar analysis tools, right? Any of the grammar analysis tools can give you this particular, only this thing. I mean, what is the mistake I have made, and I can autocorrect that. I can autocorrect like this. However, on LangQuill, it is not only identifying a grammar, text, or style mistakes, but also understanding the mistakes with examples. यहाँ examples भी है. Even I can switch on Hindi. Say for example, let us assume. See, I am basically from a remote village of Karnataka, and I studied in Kannada medium. So I can switch on even my native language as Kannada, so that whatever the mistakes I am repeating, that I should not repeat. The whole idea is that the students, they have to write, and if they make mistakes with respect to grammar, text, and style, then the platform will give them the suggestion. The students or the learner, they have to understand the mistakes they are making, and they can autocorrect, and so that they will not repeat those mistakes again and again. Now I am a student and I have uploaded my final year thesis reports, or I am a faculty. I have written a paper, for especially for publications. I would like to really check whether I have written it properly or not, whether I have made any grammar mistakes, etc. So I have uploaded here, and I am making the auto corrections, and then what I can do is I can download the corrected reports. I can download the corrected report, and I can here you can see the I have downloaded that corrected report here. Or what I can do is even I can download page-wise mistakes as well. Page-wise mistakes you can see here. You can see here the page-wise mistakes also I can see. So being a student, what I can do is I can refer to this, and I learn from the mistakes I am making. That is, it's a habit, right? You write, you understand the mistakes with examples and in native language, so that you understand the context better, and you will not repeat the mistakes. Of course, there are so many other features like dictionary, where you can really understand the synonyms. Sorry, I think okay, synonyms, or whether it's a verb, it's how I have to use, how I have to pronounce, and all those stuff. So that facility is also there. So let me go back here. So now in the dashboard of LSRW skills, we are looking at writing. So Satish is your student, and Satish can practice writing skills. Okay, he can practice writing so for the entire year probably, right? Or he or she can upload their thesis reports and make the corrections as well. Okay, so the universities or colleges, they can upload in bulk and get the percentage, I mean the quality as well, in the sense, they can upload at a time, say 5,000 thesis reports at a time. That is called offline grammar analysis. So, today night, if I upload, say 5,000 thesis reports, so tomorrow morning I can get the results, only the results. Now, let me come back. Now I have covered writing. So I am going to cover listening now. Being a student, listening skill, especially, if it is a foreign accent, it is always difficult for our Indian students, especially for meetings or in the interviews, etc. So what the students can do is they can practice various audio topics. So as I mentioned, if your abilities are better, if your listening skills are better, then based on the real-time score, I am repeating, based on the real-time score, the next audio topic will be from the more difficult level. However, here it is only 33%. So, my listening skill is not that great. That is what it is conveying to the user. So the whole idea is I can practice unlimited audio content on this platform. So I have to listen and then I have to understand, and then I have to answer to these questions so that my listening skills can be improved. Now let us go to speaking. So this is, this is one of the important area wherever I go, especially to educational institutes. So they ask this question, Satish, how can I practice, how can I improve my speaking skills? So if you click on speaking skills, what I can do is I can start recording. I am an astrophysicist and am interested in a wide range of theoretical problems in astrophysics, from the formation of the very first galaxies to the gravitational interactions of black holes, stars, and even planets. Let me stop. So here you can see I'm doing good, but my score is only 71%. So this is the real-time score on speaking skills. If at all anybody has any questions, I would like to take it after my session. Okay, so we have covered listening, speaking, and writing. We have covered listening, speaking, and writing. Now I am on reading. So you may ask me this one question, why you are, what is this 13%, Satish? So in fact, this is the average score of various tests I have taken. So, and I have taken, see, for example, I have taken only 11 tests from basic, elementary, intermediate, proficient, etc. So this is the common question asked in various competitive exams. I am very sure, your students, they go abroad, and they have, for going abroad, they have to write IELTS or SAT exams. Many of our students go for, private sector jobs. So in private sector jobs, assessment of English communication is a common phenomenon. So in that, a passage writing, grammar, and vocabulary you can see those questions very, very common. So being a student, what I have to practice? I have to read these passages, understand, and I have to answer to these questions. I have to answer to these questions in stipulated time. The whole idea is that, see, my score is 0. The whole idea is I should improve my reading skills, and then, I have to practice hard so that my scores improve at least 90-95%. Okay. So the students will, they have access to unlimited content on this platform. So I have covered listening, speaking, reading, and writing. They can go for unlimited grammar quizzes. So it's like, they can log in and practice grammar quizzes. They can build vocabulary. They can build their vocabulary. So after every 10 questions, okay, the LangQuil will tell which questions are right, which answers are right and which answers are wrong. You have even Know Your Level. Know Your Level is basically, it can tell the user, tell to your students where exactly they stand or what are their abilities with respect to English proficiency. Now the question is, yes, I practiced LSRW skills. What next? So here is a language learning academy where the students will get access to foundation level topics, intermediate level topics, and after completion of intermediate, the advanced topics will open to them. So they can practice 150 different modules. They can listen to the modules. They can read the modules. They can go for assessments as well. Now, being a student, what I have done is I have practiced LSRW skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. I practiced grammar quiz. I, improved my vocabulary, and then I studied content in library, in language learning academy of LangQuil. The final thing is I can go for certification. So before certification, I would like to mention here that LangQuil platform is as per CEFR standards, because this is a very common question asked by various educational institutes. what are the standards, or how LangQuil is on par with any of the competitors in the globe, say Pearson or whomsoever it may be. It may be British Council. So their content, questions, quizzes, etc. are also as per common European framework for review, that is CEFR standards. And we have also built our platform as per CEFR standards. Now, finally, the students can go for online certification. They can go for online certification. If they click on certification, so here, they can practice again, they can practice again, they can read again, they can take some practice tests. Finally, they can click on get certified. And if I click on start test, test will be, it will go to a test where the student has to sit tight for 1 hour and answer to the questions to avail certifications. So the questions will be from all these skills. In the sense, LangQuil will give them an audio topic to listen, and it will ask them to write, it will ask them to read, and it will ask them to answer to these questions. So it is not only questions. So LangQuil has the assessment has all the features like speaking skill assessment and writing skill assessment, etc. So there are 7 levels. Why 7 levels? Mainly because CEFR says A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 levels. So even we have also built 7 levels. And say, for example, if your students are really, really good, say, for example, one student is extraordinary in English. So what he or she can do is they can challenge themselves, and then they can go for 7 levels of certifications. Finally, when they clear, they can download the certification here. They can download the certification here. Let me show you the downloaded certification. So this is how the LangQuil certification looks like. So here there will be a logo of your college or your university. So it is a co-branding as well. Your student will get not only certification by LangQuil, but also a certification by, with your logo as well. Now, one more important thing I would like to mention here. The engagement of the student can be continuously monitored with the help of admin function. Okay, so I don't want to go in detail about that, because I would like to talk more about the benefits. However, in the admin page, you can see lot of manage users, manage entity, and you can take out usage report. See, for example, at university level, for college level, and then department level, first year level, A section level, and then to a student level, you can dig down all the reports so that you can have an eye on the engagement or utilization of this particular platform. I would like to conclude saying that LangQuil is an online English language lab with content assessments and certifications. On LangQuil platform, you can also do grammar, text and style analysis and corrections. Your students can avail English proficiency certifications on LangQuil platform. So we are partner of NEED platform, National Education Alliance for Technology of AICTE MHRD. So with this, I would like to complete my session, and I am open for any questions. And if at all anybody wants some more details or a detailed walkthrough, or any educational institute would like to go for a trial access, so please, today we have people from Balani Infotech, and you can reach out to Dr. Nikita ma'am.
Thank you so much, Satish sir, for such insightful session. And I am sure with this age, at this present age of competition, LangQuil and Drillbit definitely will give all the participants here that confidence. And going through these resources in detail is very much important. When you are accessing them, it will save you time and you will access them at best of its capability. We are open to take few questions. Before we end this session, Dr. V.K. Sir is also going to address the session ahead. We will take few questions if you have any. Before going ahead there are a few questions for Mr. Jaina, but sir, for LangWill, there are one question that I am sure people would have asked you many a times. This question is how one student is asking that how LangWill can help with Versant test. I'm sure this kind of government jobs for where it is required, such question one has asked for Versant test. Versant test is some test required for career recruitment and promotion and training. Kindly
Yes.
answer.
I would like to answer that question. In fact, if you appear for any of the competitive exams, so when I say competitive exams, there are three types I would like to mention. One is, any assessments by, multinational companies for recruitment. Let us assume, say, any TCS or Wipro, they come to the universities or colleges and they conduct assessments of soft skills and hard skills. So in that, English communication is one of the very important aspect, and LangWill, has those, reading skills. The students can practice LSRW skills, that they can prepare grammar, vocabulary, etc. The second type of competitive exams in India are basically the government exams, or say SBI PO or SS, various exams. Might be IAS or KAS, etc., etc. So English is once again, important topic there. And the third important exams, competitive exams, the students they appear is either IELTS or the SAT exams. In IELTS, they will directly ask you. I mean, they judge you based on listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So this is, directly, it can add value. LangWill can add value for IELTS and for any of the competitive exams as well.
Thank you, sir. And for Mr. Jaina, there are a few questions. So one would be about, one was asking about rechecking. After one has submitted the paper on an article on Drillbit and they got the report. So somebody was asking about rechecking. And the other question is, what are the database that Drillbit repository is associated with? Could you name few? That would be good enough. Thank you. Jaina sir, you're muted. Kindly unmute.
Yeah, thank you, Nikita. Actually, the users or authors can rewrite the documents and resubmit for rechecking the plagiarism. That provision is available in Drillbit, because when they get more plagiarism percentage, they should obviously rewrite and resubmit for plagiarism check. So that provision is allowed in Drillbit. And in terms of databases, Drillbit is covered most of the academic publishers like elsewhere, IEEE, Springer, Sage, BMJ, and Science Direct. Many like agriculture related, management, engineering, and medical related, all the publishers and journals content are covered in Drillbit.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope these are enough questions for now, but still if you have any questions, kindly connect to us. काफी लोगों ने बोला है कि हिंदी में बोलिए, और इफ यू वांट वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग एज वेल तो हम आपके साथ शेयर कर देंगे. हम हिंदी में भी इसे कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं. हमारे साथ इग्नू के भी बहुत सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं, एंड इग्नू के बाहर भी हम लोगों के साथ फ्रॉम साउथ टू नॉर्थ देयर आर पार्टिसिपेशन. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम डेफिनेटली हिंदी में भी करेंगे. आई होप अगर आपको वीडियो चाहिए हो तो प्लीज कनेक्ट विद अस, ताकि आप इसको वापस देख सके एंड आपके काम आ सके. Thank you so much with this. Thank you for Indira Gandhi National Open University for giving us this platform. Very warm regards from Balani Infotech. And thank you, Mr. Jaina, Mr. Satish, for coming on this platform. And especially our VC, Pro VC, Manroop sir, Dr. Manroop Singh Meena sir, for giving such insightful thoughts and importance, so that it engaged and encouraged participation. Now, thank you so much, Dr. V.K. sir, for supporting through this process. Please address this session so that we can conclude it. V.K. sir, please.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Nikita, Jayanaji, and Sadishji for giving a good, wonderful talk and good insight into these two products, drill bit and Lankel. And I would also like to express my formal thanks to our team leader, because Dr. Manroop Singh Meenaji, our PVC in charge of library, most of the activities we are doing as per his guidance, and he is always supportive to whatever initiatives we take in this regard. And from our side, Dr. Imam, my colleague, is we have appointed him. I always tell to research scholars that he is the ambassador for research scholars from library, so that he gives a personal touch to researchers' information requirements and needs. And I would also like to thank my colleague, Dr. Seemaji, because most of the things we are doing due to the support, due to the interest and initiative she take in this regard. So my only suggestion to all I have seen many of the participants who attended the workshop. I think some of them are not from I.G.N.O.U. I'm not very sure. From the name, it appears that some of them are not from I.G.N.O.U., but at least from the I.G.N.O.U. community, I request all of them to, because we are planning a one month trial for both these products. This is what Mr. Balani told us. So I request all in fact, I will also get in touch with our teachers so that they will evaluate these products and they will submit their feedback, because based on the feedback only we can move forward. And thank you, Dr. Nikita ji. We want to invite you for some of our other things also, because you are basically a researcher, I think. And Mr. Balani was praising you a lot, because you have done a lot of sessions. So we may use your expertise for some of our sessions for research scholars in future.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for all the whole team from Balani and my colleagues and all the participants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Imam sir. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to the participant who make this event successful.
Imam ji, do you want to add something? One or 2 minutes you can speak, because it will help.
We would love to hear, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for this beautiful and very informative webinar, especially for the drill bit also is very good software. And I saw from here that a lot of functionalities available, because I'm using that Urkund also, and I have seen the Taritin also, but I think it is very good software, and we will try to obtain it if recommendation we receive.
Sure.
Thank you very much for you all, for your love, for your beautiful presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
We'll sure stay connected for more session on scientific writing and look forward for connections. For any question, please connect to Balani Infotech. We will also provide certificates within few days. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
With this, we will end this session. Have a great day.
Thank you all.